Kirk trying to win it to Thielen, caught at the 5!
I got 3 words for you. You like that?
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Skull Network. My name is Nick and welcome back to the weekly NFL picks segment on the channel. I know it's been a couple weeks, but there hasn't been a real game for a while. And before we get into obviously this very important pick, I just want to address something. The channel recently hit 200 subscribers and has even skyrocketed up to 230 subscribers within the last couple days. So I want to thank each and every one of you that has hopped on this metaphorical boat, and I will continue to make content for you guys, and hopefully we can continue to grow this channel. With that being said, obviously the Super Bowl is a big deal, so let's not waste any more time and let's get right into the singular pick. Now, as we know, the Super Bowl 55 will be played in Tampa, Florida at Raymond James Stadium on February 7th between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And as we all know, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be playing in their home stadium. This is the first time this has happened in the 55-year history of the Super Bowl, but they will not be doing any firing of the cannons or anything like that after they score to keep this as neutral of a site as possible. And obviously very important as well is the two quarterbacks that will be playing in this game that have led the top passing attacks in the league. Tom Brady, considered the current GOAT, and Pat Mahomes, possibly considered to be the next GOAT if he continues to play like he does over the next decade and a half. Now, getting into the actual breakdown of this game, as we know, these two played back in week 12 and the offenses combined for 807 total yards. Tyreek Hill put up like 269 yards and 3 touchdowns or whatever. It was a crazy game. Don't think it'll be that crazy this time around, but I do think it will be high scoring because, as I said, these two teams were very good in the past game, and both of these teams were ranked respectively number 1 and number 3 in FPI, and were ranked in the top 5 both in total offensive efficiency over the course of the season. Now, one thing that tends to get overlooked with the Kansas City Chiefs is their defense. Now, it's obviously not the strong point in their defense, but they do have one big thing going for them. Kansas City's defense created pressure on 35.8% of plays this past season, which was the second best rate in the league. Tampa Bay, on the other hand, they didn't handle those situations very well. 27th in the league. So if Kansas City can continue to create pressure like they have been this season, it could cause issues for Tom Brady and his turnover-prone self that we've seen over the course of the postseason. But luckily for Tampa's defense, they do have a lot going for them, even against a high-powered offense like Kansas City's. Both Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaquille Barrett have ranked in the top 5 over the course of this postseason in pass rush win rate. And with how banged up this Kansas City offensive line is looking to be, that could be a possible issue for Pat Mahomes. Unfortunately for Tampa Bay's defense at that point, Pat Mahomes had the highest QBR in the league this past season when under pressure. So it will be a battle of who will bend, who will break, and eventually who will cause more pressure for the opposing quarterback. Another great point for Tampa Bay is that Kansas City's red zone defense is the worst of any team to play in a Super Bowl in the last 20 seasons. Now, Tampa Bay has had 9 such touchdowns in the red zone over the course of this postseason. So if they can get in that inside the 20 spot, they have a very good chance of putting up some major points. Now, as many points as you put up, usually it doesn't matter against Kansas City. They went up against a great Buffalo defense in the AFC Championship game that had only given up 3 points to Baltimore the week before, and they went and put up 38 like it was nothing. Now, it took them a little bit, but they eventually turned on the Jets. And to avoid this jet turning on, if you want to call that a term of anything, Tampa Bay will need to continue to force turnovers. They have forced 7 this postseason alone, so if they can continue to carry this team like it seemed that they have been, it could spell good for Tampa Bay, keeping Pat Mahomes and that lethal offense off the field. But ultimately, I do have to make a prediction here, and this is going to be one of the better Super Bowls that we have seen in a while. I do expect this to be a very close scoring affair for a good chunk of the game. If I have to make an official prediction, I personally think that for about 2.5, maybe 3 quarters, Tampa Bay and Kansas City will be within 4 to 5 points of each other, but I think at some point, Kansas City will just turn on the Jets to the point where they don't care about whatever defense they're playing, and they will eventually end up pulling away. I could see Kansas City by winning this game by as much as 2 scores, but I think they end up winning between 7 and 8 points. That would obviously make Kansas City repeat winners and give Tom Brady his 4th Super Bowl loss of all time. So with that being said, as I've already said, my official prediction is that Kansas City will be Super Bowl 55 champions. If you guys disagree, or if you agree, let me know in the comments down below. It's very important that we talk this through, because this is the biggest game and one of the biggest sporting events that we have every single year. And that wraps up the final week of the weekly pick segment on the channel for the season. We'll obviously resume this when the 2021 regular season comes back around. Maybe we'll do it in the preseason too, who knows, but until then, please let me know what kind of content you guys want me to put out during the offseason. I do have some ideas already, but I will take whatever suggestions I can get. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the button down below to subscribe if you have not already. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you guys did not enjoy the video, it's not going to hurt me if you give it a dislike. And if you guys want to share this video, please do so with whoever you want, wherever you want. If you do it with the crack dude on the corner, that will be your best bet. You guys already know. My name is Nick, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Adios.